All right, guys. In Scrum, sometimes we make some forecasts, right? We take a look at how fast the team's working, make some broad generalizations about when things might happen in the future. Let's do that with Scrum and the role of Scrum Master, the accountability of Scrum Master. What do you think being a Scrum Master looks like 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Like, what trends are you seeing? What do you think this agility movement will look like 5, 10 years?
So first comes to mind is like a movie trailer, a world without Scrum in the future.
In a world.
We've got we've got calendar date out there, and there's robots everywhere. It's like, do you really need Scrum with robots? And we are in this really interesting convergence of newish technology that is taking a lot more of a foothold with the day-to-day and individuals and teams. So I don't think it's an unrealistic suggestion to say we need to start thinking about a world without Scrum, or what would our world look like without it? What would a team look like without a formal Scrum Master accountability? And with those questions in mind, we might need to lean on pre-Scrum world, where people were very empirical, handled complex, chaotic situations, and did it in a very elite fashion. How did they do that? Without a framework. You could say they knew how to ride a bike. For a lot of people who don't understand complexity, we put training wheels on it called the Scrum framework, because there's a lot of things wrong in organizational structures. So the framework helped our companies and our teams be able to get on track. But people who are doing it without the framework, they don't need the framework. They can keep doing what they're doing. So I would challenge us to think about examples of teams that have done it without the framework and done it well. What made that work? And then keep repeating that post-Scrum. So in a post-world or a post-Scrum world, lean on the things that work. Sometimes you don't need the training wheels.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, companies that are lean and mean from the beginning, and they realize that it doesn't make sense to create a building for all the coders to live in and a building for all the testers to live in, and the people who talk to the customer, they're in yet another building. When they realize that this is just a dumb idea, they start to invent the basic ingredients that make Scrum successful in the first place. Close communication, ideas that propagate and bubble up quickly, finding problems sooner, getting results faster. That's the core of Scrum, and that's ultimately the core of agility in general. So if you can do that without Scrum, maybe there's a world without Scrum. Present state, Scrum is very popular. It's one of the most popular, if not the most popular, Agile framework in the world. But with that said, I mean, I frequently get people that come into my classes that have been exposed to it, but they've learned it in an interesting way. By interesting, I mean they've learned it all wrong. And why is that a problem? I mean, do it wrong. I don't care. They're not getting the results. They're not agile. They're not supporting self-management. And as a result, they have poor communication, problems happen and don't get discovered till far too late. And they don't have great business results. And so in the near term, honestly, I see a future in which self-management is still something that a lot of companies struggle to grasp and embrace. And because of that, their Scrum Masters continue to act like project managers who are accountable for the success of the project, run all the meetings, tell everyone what to do. And their competition will eventually eat their lunch unless they are infinitely profitable. So I have a more dark opinion of the next 5 to 10 years with Scrum.
Interesting. I think 5 to 10 years from now, I think you'll still see a Scrum Master, but I think I'm hoping that it's seen as less of a team role, like a someone that it has to be assigned to this team, and their accountability is to make this team work, and that's all they do. I've seen that on a lot of companies, and if you read the Scrum Guide, that's not really all a Scrum Master is supposed to be. Like, that's part of it. But there's a whole section there, a bulleted list I can remember from the Scrum Guide of like how the Scrum Master makes an organization better. And so I'm hoping that if for no other reason that it's just not cost effective to put someone on a team whose only job is to handhold the team through Scrum ceremonies, which I don't even like using that phrase. I'm hoping that we see the Scrum Master and the Agile coach role that I've seen at some organizations, those roles kind of converge. And so where a Scrum Master is an Agile coach, and an Agile coach is functioning as a Scrum Master, and maybe in slightly different ways. As a team is new, they're more hand-holding a team, and as they mature, they're less hand-holding that team, but they're clearly providing value to both at the team level and the org level. That's what I'm hoping to see in the next 5 to 10 years, more and more of. Hey, thanks for watching that video. Did you like what you heard? If so, you're going to love our Scrum classes. See, not only do we talk about these ideas on YouTube, we're also professional Scrum trainers, and we'd love to have you in one of our classes. So if you need to level up as a Scrum Master or a product owner, maybe you need to learn how to scale Scrum or combine Kanban or UX with Scrum, click the link in our description and you'll find a list of our upcoming classes.
If you like this video, just leave us a comment. And if you got some positive feedback, we'd love to hear it. And if you've got some negative feedback, well, we'd love to hear that too.